If you are open to learn, you are willing to learn new things, and even you are willing to take new challenges, you are willing to accept the hardships of the life of the work, so you will be the priority of your employer. Hi there, welcome back to another episode of the Ask Farhan Show. Today we have a question from Amar Khalid that can I get a job after 2 years ADP program? Well, Amar, yes, you can get a job after ADP program, after your graduation, intermediate, metric. I mean, you can get a job, but I don't know what level of job you are asking for. But as far as it's related to get any sort of job in accounting field, yes, you will get that. But I must tell you a few of the things that would help you understand better about this job system and the degrees as well. The degree that you are taking, remember, it's not designed in a way that you should get the job later on. Degree is not for the job, degree is for learning. That you should understand, you should define your field, that where do you want to go, what exactly do you want to learn. And according to that learning, there is a proper degree available in the market. You have to understand that. So having a degree with this intention that you will get a job is not a good mindset that you are building right now. It's more about that you are learning. You're learning about one specific field, and that's why you are getting a degree. Now, another factor is that whenever you complete a degree, and the way I said earlier, that it doesn't matter even if you have completed your intermediate, your metric, you can get the job. And even if it's about graduation, masters, and sometimes people they have done their MPhil, they have done their PhDs, their masters, but still they are not able to find a job because that is not only related to the degrees, but there is one more factor that we need to work on, which is the skills which are required to pass an interview, to qualify an interview, and to get the job. You have to work on those skills. Those skills would be about the communication skills because communication is something when we are sitting in an interview, we have to answer by speaking. It's not like in our exam when we were writing down some content that we get a question, we write it down, and we get assessed on the basis of that. The interview is totally different. Then you would have to show that you have decision making skills. You have to show that you are a disciplined person. You have to have a groomed personality, which is required. And how would you build that? That is something that you would have to build while you're doing your degree. For instance, I would just suggest you that just consider one example that if you're doing ADP or even if you're doing any graduation degree, in that degree, you know how many students are there in your class. Let's suppose in your class there are, in your section, there are 100 students and there are three sections. So collectively, there are 300 students doing the same degree from the same university. Now, how many universities are out there and how many schools are out there who are offering the same degree? You are going to compete in the real market with approximately 10,000 students. So if 10,000 students are appearing in one job, let's suppose, or out there in the market, what would make you stand out? Work on all those skills which will make you stand out, because what you are doing, the degree that you are taking, there are 10,000 more students who are getting the same degree. You would have to become a different person by having a different skills. Communication skills is one of those. The way you negotiate, the way you conversate, the way you convince other person, all these things are included in the communication skills. Then you develop personality, the way you dressed up, the way you behave, the way you act, and your attitude that you have in your personality, and the way, the attitude of doing the things, the attitude of understanding or taking situations and dealing them professionally. This is something which an employer will be looking for. And then you should be open to learn. If you are not open to learn, no employer, not a single employer out there in the market is going to select you because you are not open to learn. If you are open to learn, you are willing to learn new things, and even you are willing to take new challenges, you are willing to accept the hardships of the life of the work, so you will be the priority of your employer. Now, you have to keep updating yourself. You have to keep working on your own personality and learn the skills which are really new in the market. Because nowadays, the skills required are evolving quite frequently. Let's suppose if we talk about the graphic designing, if we talk about the website development and things like that. So it's more about learning these things through the short course. Because if you go for a proper degree, let's suppose if you enroll yourself for a 4-year degree, so after 4 years, situation would be different, things would be upgraded. The things that you have learned during your degree, you won't be able to apply that after 4 years because things would be updated. Now you have to keep updated with the present skills, whatever required in the market. Digital marketing skills is one of those. The skills, whatever the skills are out there in the market, keep learning those. And that has no connection with this thing that your fellows are not learning. If your fellows are not working, not learning, your fellows are not paying attention to those skills. So there comes an opportunity for you that you should groom yourself in a way that you should stand out in the market. When you are sitting in front of your employer, you should become the first priority of your employer. So these are the things which will help you to get a job. It's not only the degree. Degree is just the key that would help you enter, but it would help you to get the call for an interview. After that, you have to prove your own self. How much exposure do you have? How much learning have you got? And how you present things. All these things matter a lot. And as at the end, about the job, how to apply, how to find an appropriate job, how to share the CV, and what should be the format of the CV. All these things matter in order to get one fine job for you. So what I would suggest you is not only to think about the degree. Degree, yes, there would be a job for you, but might not be a very good one, an average one. But if you want to get a job which is really classy and which people really desire of, you would have to become a person who is also something which who stands out in the market, who is also really different, who is gonna ace his personality and his skills. If you are that person, companies will be following you instead that you are following the company. But still, you would have to prove yourself in the beginning. Well, Amar, thank you so very much for asking the question. In the end, once again, I would suggest you to work on your skills, work on your personality, along with the degree that you're getting. Degree alone is nothing. Thank you so very much for your question. Take care, man. Stay blessed. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.